and it is still recording. Okay, I think we fixed it.
You fixed it?
I think it was the memory card that was full or something. But now it's not allowing me to focus the camera, so you're blurry. Hey y'all, I'm Leandra.
En ons Marissa, ons is hier van die Wapenpad af.
And today we are back with a brand spanking new episode of NWU CRIBS. We are heading to another top secret location. Don't tell them where it is. It's somewhere in Potchefstroom, and we're going to give you a little house tour of student accommodation. Marissa, thoughts, opinions?
I'm excited to see how it differs.
I'm also excited to see how it differs.
Today, we have a girl, not a boy.
So yes. You've seen this girl before.
You have.
Hey! Plot twist! Alright, so we're going to take you guys along with us. We hope you enjoy this video. And yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Hi Farpot, welcome to my crib.
So, introduce us to yourself. What's your name?
My name's Chloe.
And where are you from and what do you study?
I'm from Johannesburg and I'm studying industrial psychology.
So, what made you decide to study that and why Porch?
To be honest, I didn't know, I just chose it. You know, when you're matric, you don't really know what you're going to study. So I was just like, this looks good. I like business, psychology is interesting.
And parents approve?
Yeah, parents approved it.
Do you approve?
I do. And I chose Potch because I wanted that student life. I wanted to move out of home because I obviously grew up my whole life in Johannesburg. So I wanted to like get away, meet new people, make new friends.
Yes. And what's the biggest difference between Potch and Josie? I feel like there's a lot.
The Afrikaans. The Afrikaans, I think you can definitely hear, like, I've got that Joburg English accent. The social life, the drinking, the clubbing, the going out. In Joburg, there's a lot more clubbing. Here it's more chilled and people drink a lot more. My Potch friends definitely outdrink my Joburg friends, like 100%.
Yes. And what's your favorite clubbing spot in Potch, Chloe?
I would say MVG.
I was like MVG.
I would say MVG. Everyone says Impala, but I like the music at MVG.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Joburg. It reminds me of home.
It's closer, so I mean, just practicalities.
Yeah. These are my plants. They were very much alive at one stage. I promise you I'm not bad with plants. I'm a very good plant mom. But I don't know. There's something about the water in Potch. My plants just don't like it. They're from Joburg.
No, that's true.
The water here in Potch apparently isn't good enough for them.
Few moments later.
This is from Fine Things.
How did Chloe? What bag did you take?
No, I didn't put it back. You know, there's like a bush and I was just sipping my drink and I was like, oopsies.
Be for real, bro.
No. And now I water my plants with this. It has a better purpose in life now. See, these are my flowers. They're quite old, but they're doing well. And my candles. I love my candles. A speaker for the tunes when we have people over. This is my salt rock. So salt rocks apparently have healing properties. It's supposed to help you with stress and all sorts of type like that.
Good for ambient lighting.
Yes, it's Himalayan pink salt. If you lick it, you'll taste it's very salty. I promise you. We know it's salty. I promise.
Do you talk from experience?
I cannot confirm nor deny. This is my sunset lamp that I got from a very good friend for my birthday. This is another plant that is struggling to survive. Not my fault. Now I water my plants with this. And this is where I burn my incense. This is a cool photo that I just found at Mr. Price to add some like color to my apartment. More candles. This is the balcony area where we like to sit and chill. Have some nice sundowners.
Do you actually use it though?
I do sometimes. That's why the chairs are so dusty because I haven't used it in a while.
Do you ever see your neighbors
But
out here?
I don't chill out here often enough. I'm usually more on my couch. But there's a wasp that lives out here. That's why I get very scared coming out here.
Have you named the wasp?
No.
You should name
I should name it. What should I name my wasp?
Albert,
okay.
Albert
Yeah,
the wasp.
Albert's quite a nuisance, I wouldn't lie. And it's just one that scares me. When I'm hanging my laundry, I'm like, because he comes in, he doesn't like it when I'm outside. And this is the couch. This is where I have all my student meals. I sit here.
Comfy.
Yes, it's quite nice. And then you can move this closer, use this. Can be a dinner table, or when we have games nights, we play games on here. Quite fun. Lots of
So, what's your
good
favorite
stories
game?
to tell. I would have to say 30 seconds. I enjoy 30 seconds, even though I'm terrible at it.
Nice.
My boyfriend can vouch for that.
And what's your favorite memory in the apartment that you had in the space?
My favorite memory is when I've had like some of the girls sleep over, and then we stay up all night talking and like gossiping and drinking tea or water.
Good girls' nights.
Yeah,
Always in school.
always the girls' night. So yeah, yeah. And then there's more candles. Can never have enough candles. This is my fridge, and these are my favorite things. The 2-minute noodles is a must, and the gin.
That is student living, honestly.
Yes.
Everyone can relate.
Yes. And this is my water dispenser. I have thought about putting wine in here, but I think it'll be quite difficult to clean. And this is my fridge. It's a student's fridge. So, Mom and Dad, if you're watching this, please sponsor me. And then this is where I do all my cooking. Lots of cooking, made very good meals here. And as you can see, I'm not that short. I think I'm like 5'6", 5'7". And I feel like this apartment was built for a tall person, because I cannot reach anything. Like you can see there's nothing here because I cannot reach. And if you look in these cupboards as well, everything's like, oopsies. I can't reach anything. So that's why I always have this little step. That's what that step is for. Yeah.
That reminds me of my roommate, because Nami is very short. She's like 1.5 meters. So she's like, yeah. And she can't even reach the microwave.
But I'm not even that short though. Like
Yeah.
I feel like this was just, even here, I can barely just reach everything.
Yeah.
Like everything's like, yeah.
A very great achievement. You have an iron.
Yes.
Because I do not have one.
Yes.
And neither does my flatmates. And I asked Leandro to iron my dress for the formal on Friday. And I was like, no one has an iron. She's like, Chloe, do you have an iron? And you do have one.
I'm a responsible woman. I do all my laundry. See my big washing machine, my washing basket, my drying rack, and then there's my iron, and there's all my cleaning products. I like to keep everything clean. And these are all my games, my drinking games.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this is what you need to get the shots on, Leandro.
And there's my cooler box for the dope.
Yeah, for the damkeiers.
As I was saying, this apartment was built for tall people because apparently they need a drying rack that's all the way up here. And as you can see in my shower, that's why I got this thing, because I cannot reach that. Well, I can, but I go on my tippy toes. I've almost slipped a few
it is very tall now that you mention it.
I've almost slipped a few times, so I keep my most used stuff here, and then, but that's very tall.
The stock ups.
Yeah.
Next, the big thing we've been waiting for.
This is my bedroom.
It's actually quite spacious.
Yeah, it's a nice big bedroom.
It's cute.
Lots of sleeping and studying.
What's that? Is that a...
That's a heater.
That looks scary, bro. That looks like it'll eat me in the middle of the night.
We were worried it was gonna explode a few times when you like turn it on, because you know it's gas. It's a gas heater.
Oh, okay.
But it's fine. I'm still here.
The
You're
amount
still
of
here.
near-death experiences you've had in this apartment are shocking.
Okay.
Yeah, so what is your favorite part about your room?
My bed, my big bed.
You
I
do have a nice
appreciate
bed.
the space of my bed. I don't like being squashed up. Yeah. I like to like spread out when I'm sleeping. I'm like one of those people that sleeps like a starfish.
Yes. And do you have enough space for your wardrobe?
Yes.
They have built-in... Oh, lawyer.
Yeah.
That's nice. Ek soek nog lawyer in my plek.
Yeah. No, I love all the cupboard space. I actually have more cupboard space I do here than in my room at home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
That's
it's really
very
nice.
Yeah. Okay, Chloe. $1 million question. What was your thoughts on Barbie?
I really loved Barbie. I think it like took a nice perspective on what women go through every single day. I think it was like a nice way to view it, because even as a woman, and we experience these things like all the time, but you don't actually like sit down and look at it as the bigger picture and like, wow, that's like actually what we go through. Like it was very eye-opening.
Yeah, because for some reason it turned into a big controversy. Like a lot of people, we were sitting in the WVCS class, And the one girl was like, she doesn't understand why people were crying in the movie, and to her, like, the message didn't feel real because it wasn't realistic. And I was like, but the movie isn't trying to be a deep philosophical Christopher Nolan film. It's just, like, showing both sides of the patriarchy, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because it's bad for women, but it is also just as bad for the men with toxic masculinity and all that.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
I agree. I think it just means something to everyone differently. Like, you and I will both watch it, and we'll each, like, it means something different to all
Relate
of
to
us.
a certain
Yeah.
aspect, yeah. Okay.
All right, so Chloe, you look very familiar, not because you were in the last video on the couch, but I've seen you somewhere. Where have I seen you before?
Okay, an interesting fact about me, hopefully most of you know Confessions ZA, and I work with the Confessions team. I do interviews for them every now and then. So maybe you see me on their TikTok platform or their Instagram. If you haven't, go look. Otherwise, you're living under a rock. But yeah, I've done a few interviews for them before.
All right, as someone who is part of the Confessions team, what is the strangest confession you have read or seen or heard of?
The one time I was asking a guy a question, I can't remember it, but it was completely unrelated to his answer, and he just talked about sucking toes. And I don't know where it came from. I just asked him, like, what is a red flag for a thing that a girl does? And he started talking about her feet and the way her feet looks, and it's like, yeah, no, when she sucks toes. And I was like, interesting. That's nice to know.
Interesting. All right. Now, I have $1 million question because we're at the table where you say you eat your dinner. Mm-hmm. What is more nutritious, student dinner or girl dinner? Girl dinner!
Girl dinner. I would say girl dinner.
What
because
is your go-to
Because student... girl dinner. I like making nachos, like a lot, like nachos, because girl dinner has like a bit of like everything, like protein and all of that, whereas student dinner is literally just noodles. Yeah. Like my student dinner is just noodles.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you heard it here first. Girl dinner is way more nutritious than just regular student dinner. All right. Thanks, Chloe.
All right, one last question before we leave. Do you have a song recommendation for us?
Definitely Cola by Alderbrook.
Yo, this is
new.
This is new.
Stop stroking my curtain, you weirdo.
Alexander Hamilton.
Is that the guy from the musical?
Whatever you say, sir. Jefferson will pay for this behavior.
And I just remember when Cassim came to MVG, MVG is my favorite place, and I was like, give me that poster. They were handing out those posters, like, give me that poster. I want that poster, and I got it, and the sticker.
Not us stealing the buckets from MVG, guys.
We cannot put that.
MVG buckets.
How weird is it that we were like playing show tunes and whatever, and we were talking about show tunes, and the person who lived here before was a drama student?
Yeah, exactly.
They're probably a theater kid.
It was the Hamilton vibes.
My people, yes.
It revi-
Children tell their stories.
We are home.
You're home.
This is your second home. What do you mean? Because you live in my heart.
Oh wow.